you, my neck. Hey, bumblebees. It's your girl, Wendy. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Aunt Libby. Hi, April. Hi, Elena. Lane. Lane. I don't know. Hi, Susie. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Terry. Hold off on donating, you guys. I want to talk to you a little bit. I did just get up. I did not sleep until I didn't fall asleep until after 5. My eyes, yeah, they're swollen from crying, and I had to put my glasses on because they were so blurry. My contacts were. Oh my! Just um, make sure you hit the like button. You were so worried. You don't have to be worried. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Cindy. Thanks, Andrea. Hi, Lori. Hi, Sharon. You know I'm not. I'm sorry. Oh, my body. Yeah, I didn't. Hi, Carol. I love you guys. Hi, Mariella. Okay, so this won't be a long video. Um, I just wanted to explain a couple things. I'm trying to wait for more people to come on because I don't want to keep repeating myself. I should have went and got a coffee. I want to text. Thanks, Andrea. Hi, Emmett. I can tell you how you can support me. That's very, very sweet. And I will. Um, sorry, my eyes are so just, I've been rubbing them to try to get the swelling to go down. I just, I couldn't sleep last night. The two emotions I felt was anger and scared. Those were the two emotions, anger and scared. But anyway, yeah, like I can see anything. I can barely see with these glasses. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Shanna. I know I look good today, and you're gonna want to mimic this look, but don't try. You'll never succeed. It takes a special kind of whatever to look this good. Okay, so um, yesterday my mom called me and we spoke. Hi, Suzette. We spoke and we talked about, a lot of stuff, and I think we came to an understanding, and I feel again, which is a relief, that she does love me. It's just looking back, you don't know what you don't know, and I was assuming that they had completely written me off, but they were dealing with so much stuff back home that I had no idea, and they didn't know how to let me know what was going on, because I did leave, don't contact me on the door. But so they didn't know if they should, but bottom line, my mom made the decision that she needed to contact me. She wanted to. She watches all my videos. I didn't know that. So I've broken her heart a lot, and I feel tremendously sad and about that, because this whole time, and I've said it many times, it's not as much my mom as it is my dad. That if he would just cut Brian out, that I think that it would give me a whole lot of sense of worth, and it would just make things a lot, it would help me heal on a certain level. So we talked and we talked, and then she said, I need to tell you something. She said, I don't remember because it's kind of a blur, but Dad went back to work to Montana after Christmas. And when he got there, his intestines exploded. And he called 911. They rushed him to the hospital, and he had to have emergency surgery to save his life. They cut him from here all the way down to his pubic bone. They found 17 polyps or lymph nodes or something. And he has stage 3 colon cancer. My mom immediately flew out to Montana, and when he was capable enough, they drove back to Missouri. This has been over 3.5 months ago. My mom was laid off work. My dad is absolutely unable to work ever again. He's going through chemo, which is what almost took his life last time. We DoorDash a frappe. They're so sweet. I asked how he was, and she said he's really weak, he's struggling. He has, because the chemo is so poisonous to his body, it does horrible things to everybody, but it's just really, really bad on him. He goes in every 2 weeks, and they put a patch, not a patch, but like a bag, and it slowly leaks into him for 24 hours, and then he goes back to the hospital and they remove it. This last time he went, um, his blood count was too low and they were unable to do the chemo. They want to do 12 treatments, and my dad is refusing. He's only allowing them to do 6. And he says, if 6 don't work, then what happens, happens. Because of how he feels. He's miserable. He's sick. He's just going crazy. The man was born to work, and he'll never work again in his life. He's done 4 chemo treatments. He has 2 left. He goes every 2 weeks. I had to process a lot of things. I knew that I told Mom, of course, in my heart and my mind, I want to be with my father. Because I'm a nurturer. I want to take care of him. I have his other 2 cancers. I want to take care of him through this. But I know that on my mental, I will be overcautious, clingy, constantly worrying, and it will drive my dad insane. And so my mom said, you're doing great. My place is lovely. I need to keep focusing forward on me. I need to work, get into therapy, and she will definitely keep me updated with every little thing that occurs. And although I want to jump on a plane and go be with my dad, because we just don't know. I don't know. So my mom has been dealing with all of this and the thought of losing her husband, not working. The bills are piling up. And then my dad didn't reach out to me because he told my son he just can't find the words to tell me, because he knows how tender my heart is, and that I would want to just rush back and abandon this life and go. Yes, Ryan has known the whole time, but my mom said, do not tell your mother. I will tell her in my timing. So, I expressed my thoughts on my sister. And my thoughts are not going to change. They just validate, this situation validates it. My parents are 2 really proud people. They're 2 really proud people. And so, it's been 3.5 months and my sister hasn't offered them a dime. something I can never respect, something I can never make sense of, understand. But I can't change her mind, and I'm not going to try. Because like I said, I want her and her babies to be healthy, but I don't miss her, and I don't want her in my life. Um, so I decided I was going to do a GoFundMe to help my parents. So I set it up, and I donated what I could. Cindy Eiler donated. A Cynthia that I don't even know donated. And then Miss K donated. I got a call at 6:30 this morning, which I had just fallen asleep, and it said mom, and my heart dropped. And she said, Wendy, and I was like, no, 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 no. And she goes, honey, everything's fine. And I was like, okay, what's up? And she said, honey, I know your heart's in the right place, but I need you to take the GoFundMe down. And I said, well, some people and I have already donated. Until that clears, I can't delete the account, but I'll take it off of my YouTube channel. So it kind of puts me in a conundrum, because I know a lot of you guys shared it and posted it and this and that. But she's very grateful that anybody would want to help. But she said she can't have me do that. So how you can help me is keep watching my lives, make donations here, because whatever's left over for my bills, I'm going to be sending to them. I left my dad's name and the address in the comments below, like you guys did before. Send them cards. Send them cards of encouragement. If you can, throw in $5, $10. He loves having pocket cash. But mom said that's the extent of what just she just said, just have them send them cards. So if you want to put more than $10 in the card, that's your business. But I'm not going to be able to help them on the grand scheme that I was hoping to help them. But my parents are very proud, and they do not like asking for help. And I had to respect that. So, after the 4 donations that have been made clear, I'm going to shut the GoFundMe down, so don't make a donation there. I just ask you to look in the description box, screenshot it, and send my father a card. My main goal is I have an interview tomorrow. My main goal is to work as much as I can so I can send them as much as I can. Because if I PayPal my mom money, what's she gonna do? Might not be a whole lot. I was only able to give her $250, um, at this time, but you helping me will help them. And I gotta focus on my journey at this point, and that is working, getting into therapy, and making this my life. If something was to happen to my dad, my mom has a place to come. She can have my bedroom with the comfy bed. I took down my Amazon list. I don't want any more gifts. It's not a priority. They're just things. And at the end of the day, my priority is me and doing well and trying my best to keep my emotions under wrap. Last night was really hard. I was angry and I was mad and I was scared to death. That poor man laying in a hotel room and something so dramatic, just, he had to be so scared. He's exhausted. This is 3 cancers in 3 years. He's tired of fighting. And that's why my dad has not contacted me. My son told me he's just trying to find the words to tell me because he knew that I would take it the hardest. And that he knew I was doing good where I was at, and he didn't want me to think that I needed to jump on a plane and abandon everything I've been working for and come home. And I also realized that my dad didn't protect me. Yes, he did not. But everything else in life, he did the best at. And that's what I kept praying to God, like, it doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. And I'm going to talk to my therapist and I'm going to let my dad know that when I'm ready, I want him to cut Brian out of his life, and I think that he will. But at this point, we don't know how long he has because he's not going to do all the treatments. Does it really even matter? So donating to my channel helps me, like it always has, pay my bills, will pay my rent, and sending my father abundance of cards, little cash in them if you can. If you can't, the card is just as sweet and needed. My dad believes in God, but I would like to have a priest come out to the house or something and talk to him and make sure he's straight with the Lord. That's something very important that I want to be done. So to Cindy Eiler, to Cynthia, and to Miss Kay, and to Wendy. Thank you so much for donating to the GoFundMe. Um, but yeah, don't worry about it. Delete it if you can find them. I mean, it's out there. I don't know what else I can do. Um, but just send them cards. Just send them cards. Cards, cards, cards. It'll give him something to look forward to when he checks the mail every day. I know I used to love that feeling. And I'm going to continue to work on Wendy and pray my ass off. But I know this time there will be no miracle. He's exhausted. He's tired of being poked and prodded. He's sick of it, and the chemo it's so bad for him. That's what almost killed him his last time when we were in Colombia. If I wouldn't have found him, he would have died, and it was because of the chemo. But his white blood count is really low, and I think that's what scares me the most, is because having a low blood count, especially a white blood count, it's very dangerous. So, my mom appreciates every one of you more than you know. She's so, I would say, honored and flattered that some of you would be willing to help them. But like I said, she said take it down. And I had to follow her wishes, and that's what I did. So don't make a donation. If you want to, you can send it to mine and say this is for Bobby and Karl, and I will make sure they get it. But I encourage you, the best thing to do, the most productive, and what's going to bring the most joy, not the most relief, because I don't know how they're managing right now with no income, is to send cards. And if you want to send my mom a card too, with encouraging words, because she's scared to death, that would be great. That would be great. But that would be the best way to help a fellow bumblebee, meaning me. You guys really came together when my dad had his throat cancer when we were in Colombia. His walls were filled with gifts and cards. And it gave him a sense of hope. He'd keep fighting. He never complained. He was so strong. And I think he's just being tired of being so strong. And my mom is tired of being so strong. I sent the link to my sister and she didn't send anything. It just, if you don't have it, you don't have it. I get that. He's tired of being tired. He is, because he's just worked all of his life, and when he cannot provide for his family, he feels absolutely useless. Yes, my sister absolutely has the finances to help my parents for as long as they need, but she just won't. And like I said, I wish her a happy, happy life. I want her boys to be safe. I know they're loved. But the greed is going to come back and bite her in the ass. But there's nothing I can do about it, so I try not to dwell on it because it's not going to change. She never has helped, and she never's going to help. She says that money is put up for her boys. It is what it is. So we can all agree, if you would just do a thumbs up, that we'll just send Dad cards. Please, your dad. He's on Social Security. I don't know. I'm sure if there's something that they could get, my mom has tried everything. So I don't know anything about what she has applied for, but I know they won't do food stamps. They're contemplating on what they're going to do with the house. But I did tell my mom, I have an extra room here, and if something happens quicker than we want, she can start a life here with me, and we could get through it together. We don't have to always stay in Florida. That's not the goal. But she has a safe place to come to. A place if she wants to lay in bed for months at a time and just cry and be angry and sad and all the emotions, then she can do that here without judgment. She can't do that at my sister's. So, we all paid into it, that's right. My mom's very resourceful. So if my dad qualifies for something or whatnot, she'll figure that part out. So the two ways you can help is continue to support my channel. There's more than two ways. Support the channel. If you want to send a donation to one of my links, put it for Bobby and Karl, and I will give it to them with your name. Don't send it to the GoFundMe. And to send cards. My dad loves having cash in his wallet. He loves it. He's always been one of those. It can be a check. That's fine. Just make sure you write his name down right. I put his name down below. But yeah, support the channel. You can send donations to my links and put for Bobby and Karl. I will get it to them. Prayers for both my mom and my dad, because my dad's going through a whole lot, but so is my mom. and to send cards, 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 cards. Let them know how important God is. Remind them in the cards. God is our maker and our taker. And he's going to take my dad when he's ready. And I have to come to terms with that. And I will be beyond devastated. My mom does have a PayPal. It's Bobby, Bobbie J. Bailey. Bobby J. Bailey. Um, so there's several ways that you can help. I'm okay right now financially. You guys help me, you tip me. The money I make on here pays my rent, so um, I'm not really worried about me. God will. What about me? What? They reached out, and the reason they took so long to reach out is because they've been dealing with so much. Um, I mean, my dad's intestines exploded. 17 polyps they found, lymph nodes. And then they found cancer. They cut every one of them out. They sewed them up, but they don't know if that cancer spread. It went from his throat, it went to his lungs, now it's in his colon. It's a cancer that just keeps spreading. And my dad is getting really discouraged. So if you want to help, I have made it very clear the ways that you can. The address, my father's name is in the description box. Screenshot it, send him a card. If you want to make a donation, don't do it through the or the GoFundMe. I have to take that down and delete it after the funds that were placed have become available. Then I can put it in my account and then send it to them. And then I'm going to shut that down at my mom's request. I can't go see them right now. For my mental well-being, the best thing for me is to just... There's no Venmo account. No, she doesn't have a Venmo account. But you can send it to my Venmo and I can send it to her. And with your name. There's a bunch of different ways. Be creative and do what's on your heart. If you don't want to do anything, I just say pray. It's just pray. Pray for my mom though as well. So that's what's going on. I got to focus on moving forward, continuing to move forward. It's going to be in the back of my head. It's going to be on my heart. It's not going to go away. It can't. It won't. But I sent him a picture and I said, I wish I was there hugging you right now. Know in my heart that I am hugging you. And he said, I'm hugging you back. He just knew, telling me that he's this sick could have pushed me over the edge. And he was really having a hard time finding a way to do it. But my mom did instead. My son told me yeah, for sure. My son told me he talks to my dad often and that he said, Mom, he loves you so much. And it's stupid that I ever doubted it. I never thought that they would be going through such horrible things. So, it is what it is. I'm not the only family. Everybody's family is affected by somebody with cancer. I'm gonna do my best to be strong. And I'm gonna keep encouraging you to send cards to him. Send cards to him. So just to recap for anybody that didn't hear, send cards to my dad. His name and address is in the description box. Screenshot it. Get those cards going. You can donate here because what's ever left over from my rent will go to them. So you're helping me and you're helping them. You can send to my links, my money links, and say, this is for Bobby and Karl. I will make sure they get it with your name. And prayers, prayers and prayers and more prayers. They found the polyps when his intestines exploded. They're in his colon. There were 17 of them. 17. That's what I kept reliving in my head last night that kept me up. Was him laying there all alone. And something just explodes in your body. His fear. Being so far away from home. But I'm really proud of my mom that she didn't hesitate and she got on a plane and she went right to him. They had to put him in emergency surgery. And like I said, they cut him from here all the way down to his pelvic bone. So he has a scar going all the way down. He's antsy because he can't do nothing. The chemo is making him sick and exhausted. His white blood count, his blood count period is low. But whenever God does take him, I have to make sure he's right with God. I know he believes in God, but I need him to mend what he thinks he needs to mend and make sure that he knows he's going to heaven. And I know the two people that he would want to see most is his daughter Ashley and his brother Lynn, and they will be reunited. And that will help me when I'm at my lowest. When I hear country music, I won't be able to listen to country music. Because that's what he brought us up on, you know? He sang every country music song there is to me. But I also don't want him to suffer. I don't want to be selfish. So I just gotta keep saying it's in God's hands. I'm refusing to light a candle because I'm petrified that it will burn too quick like Sherry's husband's did. It'll only bring me extra anxiety. Travel, that would be great. Yes, that would be great. So that is the story. And I appreciate all of your support and your love and your understanding. And anybody that sends him a card, you will have a lifelong sense of gratitude from my heart. Just keep them going out. Just keep the cards going out. I don't want him to check the mail one day and there not be a card. I just want him to have something to look forward to every day. I mean, the grass is going to be growing soon if it's not already. He wants to get on that lawn more, like the picture on this video. I'll never have that with him again. He don't have the energy to do that. Can somebody type it up and then I can pin it? It's Bobby, Bobbie, J, the letter J, Bailey. Bobby J. Bailey. But only do that if that's what's on your heart. If you do that, I'm greatly appreciative. But I still encourage you. No, not all caps. It doesn't matter. It'll pull up. It doesn't have a picture. It's Bobby J. Bailey. No, there's no two B's. So close, Cindy. It's just not good for me to move back. It's just not. And there's no at Gmail. It's just Bobby J. Bailey. There we go, Andrea got it. That would be my mom's PayPal. There's no picture, it just says BB. Um, maybe write her a little inspirational note, and let her know that, you know, we're a community here and that we help everybody out. So I'm gonna go for now. I did receive a few packages. I can come live later and open them. Yes, I think I might. I haven't had a frappe in like a week, but I've lost a couple pounds, I can tell. Those frappes will put the weight on you. But I think I might give me a frappe, come live later, open the remainder of my gifts. Like I said, I did take down the Amazon list. I don't want any more gifts. Right now, my focus is on helping my family, but maintaining, moving forward, getting into therapy. That way, if and when something happens, I can be beneficial to my mom instead of just making it harder on her, because my emotions just, I mean, even when she called me this morning, I'm like, no, 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 no. Because I was like, why is she calling me so early? That just was the first thing that came to my mind, that he had passed in his sleep. So I gotta work on that. Not that I'm not going to have my crazy emotional breakdowns, but I gotta be strong for my mom, and I gotta be strong for my dad, and I have to be strong for me. So, yeah. If you have any questions, text or email me. I can send you any link you need. But as far as the GoFundMe, don't make a donation there. Either send it to me with their name, or send it in a check form or cash to the address below. Send cards, send cards, send cards, and send prayers. I love you all very much. I appreciate your love and your support and your understanding, and you stepping up, those that want to help, even those that don't want to help. That's okay too. That's okay too. Yes, he will. He will love the cards. Just getting something in the mail other than a bill. She does enjoy Brene Brown. She owns all of her books. So, my neck is so tight. I don't know what I did with it. There was a bad storm last night. The thunder was just, Max was shaking so bad. Like, I thought he was going to stop breathing. So we had to walk around the house. He refused to get on the bed. He wanted to sleep on the floor. And those that don't have the means to help, prayers would be, yes, exactly. Because it's hard out there. And if you don't have the money, I mean, you could send a card. That ain't too expensive. But prayers are always needed. And if you're praying for me, just pray that I have patience, understanding, strength, and the ability to accept what I may not understand. But at the end of the day, I don't want my selfishness to be a factor in trying so hard to keep my dad to keep fighting when he's just done. I hope that's not the case. But who am I to tell somebody who's that sick when they get to call it quits? Like I said, God's our maker and he's our taker, and he's going to do it when he's ready. And I have to trust in that. Doesn't make it easier. I will. Okay, I love you guys. I'll be back later to open gifts. And love you. Love you. And promise every video won't be about my dad. It's not proactive for my mental health anyway. So, but he's always on my mind and always on my heart. So, I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I will talk to you later, probably around 7:30-ish Central Time. We'll see. Have a great day. Thanks for taking your time to listen. Again, if you have any questions, just text me or email me, and we'll go from there. Okay, talk soon. Make good choices. Love you.